What is up, everybody? Back with another most listened to bands of the month video here. First one of 2022. And anybody that hasn't seen these, I did this all of 2021. I just go to my Spotify account, the stats feature. It shows you what you've been listening to the most over the past month, which I think is pretty cool, pretty interesting to go through and share with you guys. But just get right into it here with my number 10 for the month of January. Got Tokyo Blade, which is a great new wave British heavy metal band. They did just release an album like a week or two back. It's called Fury. Don't like it as much as their 2020 release, Dark Revolution, which was my number one of that year. This one, I mean, it's pretty good, just not quite as good as Dark Revolution, as I said. Still, amazing band overall that is severely underrated as a whole. So go listen to some Tokyo Blade if you don't know them. Good classic stuff. Number 9, ZZ Top. Good classic blues rock, bluesy hard rock from Texas. Cool three-piece. Got a lot of good stuff. Number 8, Obituary, which good classic death metal here. They're from Florida. Cause of Death is one of my favorite death metal albums of all time. I had been listening to them a lot because they just played in my area. I was going to go see them, but I've already seen them 3 times, and it was going to be like $50, like including parking and all that. I'm like, do I really want to go to this? But I ended up not going. Maybe I should have, I don't know. But as I said, I've seen them twice. Great live. Yeah, cool band. Number 7, this one could be a bit surprising, but I can explain. Got Supertramp here at number 7. The reason I've been listening to Supertramp, particularly the Crime of the Century album from 1974, is because I was asked to come back onto the Sea of Tranquility channel. I'm doing the album homework assignment show, where basically, if you haven't seen that, Pete picks 2 people that are like semi-regulars or regulars on the channel, and you give the other person an album that they're not familiar with, and you each listen to the albums for like a week, and then you go on and review the albums together. So Jamie Laszlo gave me Crime of the Century by Supertramp, and I gave him Diamond Mistress by the band Madison. So we're going to be talking about that here pretty soon, comparing the albums, reviewing the albums. But yeah, Supertramp, I'll say my opinion on them for that. And next up at number 6 is Madison. Just really, really killer, underrated Swedish metal here. Their album Diamond Mistress, as I mentioned a minute ago, is just amazing. One of the most underrated albums of the 80s, I would say. Came out in 1984, and it's got Goran Edman on the vocals, who later went on to be in Yngwie Malmsteen's band, was on the Eclipse album in 1990 with him, and Fire and Ice, which are both really good. Fire and Ice from 1992, but Goran, super amazing voice, very smooth, melodic, really nice sounding voice, and the guitar from Madison is incredible. The riffs, the solos, the tone is really great, just super awesome band, so check those guys out. At number 5, Anthem. One of my favorites, again, here of all time. They're my favorite band from Japan. So many amazing albums. Love Akio Shimizu. I've listed him as one of my top 15 guitarists of all time. The guy is insane. Just the speed and precision. If you watch any live videos of this guy, he's spot on. It is crazy. Just amazing stuff. His tone, his speed, as I said, very technical. The riffs are all there and freaking amazing from him as well. He started with the band on the Domestic Booty album in 1992, and then they broke up. Then they got back together in about 2000. He's been with them since, but a lot of the modern stuff with Anthem is arguably their best. Black Empire, Seven Hills, Immortal. A lot of amazing stuff from that band, the classic stuff, the middle stuff, the most recent stuff. It's all great, so check them out as well. Number 4, Ted Nugent, another guy that is a mainstay here. I've got the Weekend Warriors album up behind me all the time, as y'all know, but love Ted, especially his 70s stuff is absolute classic. Pretty much from the debut up through Scream Dream is all amazing, classic stuff. I do really enjoy a lot of his stuff up through the 80s, even like Spirit of the Wild in 1995. I like it all. So Ted, great guitar player. Always, for the most part, he's up on these lists for me, the end of the month thing. But yeah, great guitar player, number 4. And number 3, Alice in Chains. Been listening to them a lot lately. Been meaning to rank their albums for a long time, been going back through their stuff. Just killer material. Lane Staley's an amazing singer. Jerry Cantrell on the guitar. Great tone, big heavy riffs, sludgy, just really, really cool stuff. Number 2, Inquisition. Got the shirt on. Great band. They're my favorite black metal band. Love all their stuff. Incredible to me that it's just a 2-man group. Dagon and Incubus, those guys. It sounds like a 5-man band, but it's just 2 guys. Doesn't make sense. They're super powerful, super amazing. Invoking the Majestic Throne of Satan is my favorite black metal album of all time, so just love it and love all of their albums. And number 1 is a band that I have been listening to like recently for the first time. I didn't know of them before like a month ago, but they're called Azagal. They're from Finland, and they are freaking killer. Just very heavy, brutal, aggressive black metal. Absolutely killer, especially I would say, you know, like the Omega album from 2008, I believe, and Nemesis from 2012. Love those, but everything I've heard, I've listened to all their albums at this point, and for the most part, it's pretty killer. So you want some really good, underrated black metal from Finland, check out Azagal, and that is my top 10. But as usual, the 11 through 15 bands, because it does go all the way down to like 25, I'll run through these real quick. And those were Hellripper, which is an amazing, more modern band here. I did just interview their guy, James McBain. He is the one man behind the band. He does all the instruments and vocals. Amazing musician, great songwriter. Just great classic sounding black speed. If you like, you know, Bathory, Venom, Kill 'Em All era Metallica, and like early Motorhead, it's like all of that mixed together and just sounds amazing. Annihilator, another one of my favorite bands, my favorite from Canada. Jeff Waters, insane guitar player. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, classics. And Evil Feast, which is a great atmospheric black metal band from Poland. Just really, really killer stuff there. And that does wrap it up. That's what I've been listening to the most over the last month. As usual, let me know what you guys have been listening to lately. And until next time, thank you for watching.